Hey guys, welcome back. So अभी white ball leg आ गया है. ODI cricket is going to start three ODIs, right?
Yeah,
In the matter of 2 weeks. So
I'll be there no matter what. 2 weeks क्या भाई परसों है।
नहीं 17 से 31 में सब खत्म होंगे ना, वैसे बोल रहा हूँ मैं.
हाँ
तो
हाँ।
मतलब IPL भी चालू होगा. बट एनीवेज, एक मिनट, परसों है.
मेरा
ओ,
परसों। जब
अरे हाँ.
लोग वीडियो देखेंगे तो उनका कल।
बट या तो वो स्टार्ट होने वाला है. व्हाट आर योर इनिशियल थॉट्स?
Yeah, I think we should take this as seriously as possible, even क्योंकि every ODI will be a different sort of challenge. Rohit is missing the first ODI, I think, due to personal reasons or something. So Hardik is going to lead us. So because if you see, our top three is sorted with Rohit, Gill, and Virat. Number four, Iyer, but now Iyer has that injury, so Surya might come in that spot. And like you were saying off air as well, that Surya should cement a spot. So let's start with that. What do you think our number four should be, and how do you see this Iyer versus Surya debate that's going to happen?
I think Surya Kumar Yadav is a once in a generation player. Even if Iyer was fit, I would play Surya over him, to be very honest. Even if कितने भी रन मारे, I would back skill because we already have so many players जो irreplaceable है ये setup में. So another one Iyer could not have become. So I would say it's a blessing in disguise for Team India and their stakeholders कि ये injured है. Shreyas Surya has 3 good matches. Hopefully अच्छे pitches आए, अच्छा first batting आए. He'll just smash the opponents. Because if he can do it in a 20 over game, I don't see a reason why he can't in a 50 over game. फिटनेस का कोई सीन नहीं है, कंसंट्रेशन का भी कोई सीन हो ऐसा लग नहीं रहा है. So it's a opportunity on a platter and he should eat it with both hands. Like,
I was thinking, I was obviously everybody is a Sky fan, but whenever I watched him in ODIs, I feel like he's too eager to score. And sometimes in T20s, obviously you need that. But I feel like in ODIs, I know it's a strength and everything, but I think there needs to be that. Even if he's like 10 of 10, he can obviously make up for whatever comes after. So, okay, he needs that fast start to go ahead. But sometimes when you are in and out of the team, वो भी एक difficulty
you
हो
know,
सकता
I
है.
exactly why I back him is exactly what you're saying. We have enough players in our team who can hold fort. Okay, Shubman
Mhm.
Gill is an anchor player who can play through the innings. Rohit is that. Kohli is the best in the world at that. Hardik Pandya has become that over the
Hmm.
last few years.
Yeah.
So we need someone who can see. ये जो वर्ल्ड कप आने वाला है वो इट इज गोइंग टू बी अ टेम्पलेट ऑफ द T20 वर्ल्ड कप कि आप डिफेंसिव खेलोगे. ये यहाँ ऑस्ट्रेलिया में इंडिया में ही है ना ये वर्ल्ड कप अभी.
Yeah.
We know the pitches, people are going to attack. So small grounds, ये बैस बॉल अभी टेस्ट में मारने के वाला सीन खेल रहे हैं, ये ओडीआई में छोड़ने नहीं वाले हैं. तो yeah, it's going to be competitive and I think it's time that we level up. I think अपना वो वही है thinking कि top 330 ओवर तक खेलो and then attack करेंगे पीछे. It is not, I mean, at least in the 20 overs, it didn't. We saw that it's not working. Surya Kumar Yadav, Rishabh Pant, unfortunately नहीं है, पर उस टाइप के कुछ प्लेयर्स चाहिए आपको कि on ball one, out तो out, ठीक है. We have 8 players who can bat. We can have one player who does that. I don't care about his average. On his day, he can single-handedly murder any opposition. That's my point.
I hope that like for the style that you are talking about right now, we need our batting depth has to be slightly longer. I feel because right now I think like हमारा 7 के बाद
So
I think Jadeja
let's
hasn't played
let's
for
name the
a
11. Right? Let's name the 11. In
yeah
a
top
normal
three
team,
we
Rohit,
fixed it.
Gill, Kohli,
Yeah.
4 पे Surya, 5 पे Pandya, or is there another one?
KL Rahul bats at 5. That's the
KL Rahul, exactly. Rahul is another anchor player. So KL Rahul, Hardik Pandya, Ravindra Jadeja. So this
Jadeja at
becomes your
7.
7. He's coming down,
Yeah.
5 down. I would even play Akshar Patel, actually, the way he's batting.
Hmm.
But let's first make the bowlers up. So we have 7 players done. We need 4 more, right?
Shami,
तो
Siraj.
शमी, सिराज फिक्स बॉलिंग में, तो मे
Yeah.
बी उमरान,
And Umran
सिराज और
fix. Yeah, 10.
सो
No, I think all three have. And then one leg spinner and probably Yuzi or Kuldeep.
you can't drop Kuldeep now. He's playing too well, I think,
Yeah. So
over the last couple of months at least.
yeah. So two
So
spinners, three
yeah,
pacers. and that's our and Hardik as the sixth bowling option.
Yeah, if pitches are not providing too much help, right? अच्छा जैसे Indian wickets है, then I might even go for one pacer less, and I might go for Akshar Patel. That
Akshar
deepens our batting
batting.
and gives a
We
क्योंकि
can
Akshar is a
outbat
good
our opponents at that
exactly
time.
he's a good batsman who can attack again, and because Indian pitches पे तीसरा पेसर क्या Hardik Pandya has been very good with the new ball. Honestly, he's
Yeah.
gotten this nice in swinger going as well. So he can take the new ball with Shami, and you can have another X factor player in Umran Malik. तो तुम्हारे है तो 6 bowler ही. Okay, after the power play, Umran can come in, and yeah, I would do that at least.
Yeah,
But then Hardik Pandya has to become your 10 over bowler. That
yeah,
he should be
fitness
able.
and everything. Yes, definitely. Even I was thinking about that. KL Rahul. It's like it's a discussion because if you look at his numbers in this format, they've been very good. Like you can't complain. Even when I think we were what 120 for 4 or 5 in Bangladesh. He scored that 75 and took us to 225 or something like that. But then in the end, when they had only 1 wicket left, he dropped a catch. So it's like no matter what he does, he
I am
has to get.
not a fan of. I really like the way when he attacks and plays. I really
Yeah,
love watching that, but I'm not the fan of KL Rahul or his mindset is not consistent. वो तू IPL में भी देखेगा ना, he comes in, attacks one match, he will make 50 of 14 balls, and अगले मैच से पता नहीं क्या हो जाता है, वो 40 बॉल में 50 मार रहा है, and he becomes that player. So I'm not a fan of players. वो consist volatility है मेरे को एक
so
लगता है.
so for someone like him, do you think ODI is probably his best format?
I think it is his best bet. He can, 5 number पे वो अगर जल्दी विकेट गिरे तो he can take his time, play like a sheet anchor player,
Hmm.
and attack game है उसके पास, ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं है.
Exactly,
In fact, I
exactly.
would argue कि ये हार्दिक पांड्या से भी can attack better
Yeah, yeah,
certain
because of his range.
range
Hardik,
exactly.
you can say that down the
Scoop
ground
and
ज़्यादा.
flick and everything.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I like that a lot in the players able to access different parts of the ground. But वही है वो in the right main matches में अगर वो mindset की वजह से out हो रहा है तो मैं उसको नहीं. But अभी
Yeah.
it's very hard to judge anyone on that.
Yeah,
Any
exactly.
how can you even measure that? But going on past performances, but वो mutual fund जैसा past performance doesn't dictate future. But yeah.
Yeah, I am a very big Iyer fan because of what he has done in the last 12 to 18 months. But obviously injuries, like if you're not sure if he's going to be available, I think this is going to happen with us for Bumrah as well. Happened in the previous World Cup as well. So who do you think is like which player do you think should get more game time in order to for us to be ready if Bumrah is not fit?
I think even if he's fit, I don't see the logic of playing a player after so long directly in a World Cup match, honestly. It's fast bowling rhythm पे है वो, और ये सीधा तुम हॉस्पिटल से उठ के उधर नहीं आ सकते हो, right? So I would, groom Siraj to lead the attack. He has to take Bumrah's place. Umran Malik has to be more dependable. I don't think we can say he should be more consistent, because if it is coming at a
It's
trade-off
his
of
strength.
losing pace,
Yeah,
then it will, help us.
yeah. I
So I
think in that scenario, I think for that reason only, Umran should play every match possible, ODIs especially, and get that at least 7, 8 overs in every game because we are playing against Australia. They have what Warner, Travis Head, Labuschagne, Smith, Maxwell, Stoinis, Alex Carey, Cummins, Stark. You're talking about probably one of the best sides in ODI cricket who bat till 9. And this is not going to be pitches where the ball is going to spin sharply or anything of that sort is going to happen, that the batters are going to have trouble. So I hope that he plays all 3 matches here. And I'm also surprised that Arshdeep is not in the playing 15.
right, yeah. Why?
Uh,
He was.
Jaidev Unadkat has been given his spot. Uh, no, I think he's a fantastic red ball bowler. I haven't seen much of him in the white ball. So probably if we win the series 2-0, then probably third ke liye we can play him instead of a
I know.
Shami or a Siraj.
मैं ये भूवी के लिए पहले बोल चुका हूँ, and I would stick to that. If you have bowlers whose only strength is to take pace off, or whose only strength is in swinging,
Swinging conditions.
जैसे भुवी था वो बहुत अच्छा था, अगर बॉल स्विंग हो रहा है, नहीं हो रहा है तो उसको तुम अंधा धो रहे थे लोग। ये उन्नतकर भी वैसे ही है, बेचारे के पास पेस भी नहीं है, उसमें भी वो स्लोअर बॉल डालता है बचने के लिए। तो ठीक है, आई मीन ऑन सर्टन टाइप्स ऑफ पिचेस, जैसे मुस्तफिजुर वो हिट हो गया था बांग्लादेश में, ये भी उधर पैदा होता तो हिट हो जाता। पर आई एम नॉट अ फैन ऑफ दैट। अर्शदीप सिंह वाज अ गुड, आई डोंट नो, मे बी रेस्ट दिया है, इंजर्ड है, क्या पता अपने को, पर उसका पेस भी डिसेंट था, इसका
I thought
पेस बहुत
Prasidh
ऊपर
Krishna was doing really well.
इंजर्ड, प्रसिद्ध
Yeah, yeah, injured. But someone like him hit the deck hard bowler
एग्जैक्टली।
140, 140 plus. So
You
even
need
if
pace,
he
man.
could,
This
yeah,
this day and age, you cannot get away with 125, 130 पे
yeah,
वुडलैंड
yeah,
डालोगे तो मैक्सवेल सीधा बाहर मारेगा, वैसा है।
exactly. That extra pace, the वो एक सर पे एक ball ready रहने का, that you
एग्जैक्टली, मतलब
when it's
समझ, तेरे
140
सर पे
plus.
उसने छक्का मारा, राइट, तो गुस्से के साथ तुम हो बोल सकते हो कि मैं तेरे हेलमेट पे आ रही है बॉल, तू देख ले अभी। वो भुवनेश्वर कुमार कुमार नहीं बोल पाता था बेचारा, वो एक्शन ही नहीं लग रहा था उसका कि आएगा बॉल, राइट। ही वाज वेरी स्किलफुल, नो डाउट अबाउट इट, ही इज वेरी स्किलफुल, बट पेस चाहिए अब, देयर इज नो अदर वे।
True. Yeah, three match ODI series after which the IPL kicks off, and obviously we'll be here to preview the teams and also who we think, blah blah blah. But that's for another day. So, anything else that you want to discuss?
What do you think? What will be the result of this rather inconsequential series?
Series prediction. I think it is still like at least they should like go full tilt because क्या बोलते हैं, it's still Australia and we are playing them in the WTC final as well. A win is a win. So a series win would obviously, regardless of the format, playing against Australia is always a big challenge, and winning a series against them is always a big challenge as well. So yeah, I still back us to win. Hopefully, uh, the first ODI will have a 300 plus score on both sides, so that paisa vasool ho jaye mera. And we win the series 2-1 is my prediction. Leading run getter.
Kohli, obviously.
No, I don't say his name because I don't want to jinx it. I'll go with someone like Gill.
Yeah, I think Gill is actually he's
Yeah,
in.
because the kind of run that he is in, and he's, when 10 years back when Kohli used to come out to bat in an ODI, you just felt that, yeah, abhi runs aane hi wale hai. Gill is in that sort of patch.
लगता नहीं है, द क्वालिटी ऑफ हिम इज, वो जब स्कोर करता है ना तो वो कब 25 पे
It's,
पहुंच जाता है आपको समझ ही नहीं
it's effortless.
आता, रिस्क लिया है इसने।
Exactly.
कोहली भी आता
Exactly.
था इधर, एक आध कवर ड्राइव मार दिया है, अरे 30 पे कब पहुंचा ये बंदा, ऐसा।
हाँ.
So he's
So,
exactly the little difference is he's a little, six hitting में he is more
more, yeah, yeah,
capable
exactly.
than Kohli even.
Hmm.
क्योंकि वो जब खोलता है एंड में तो he clears boundaries like very easily. Kohli was more like a gaps में four मारने वाला player.
And
So
also, I think that is more to do about the times as well. Because if you see
exactly.
2011, 2012, 275 would be considered a good score. Now 275 is like every team will say we are 30, 40 short or something like that. So for that, I think Gill has that game as well. So yeah, hopefully he continues his good run. Hopefully Kohli continues his good run. And yeah, I really hope that KL Rahul gets good scores because I still think he is important in this format, especially because new ball nahi hai jahan he can like get troubled and stuff.
Again, I
And
come back to
obviously
the point कि अगर वो
mental.
तीन सेंचुरी भी मारता है, पर अगर फर्स्ट मैच ऑफ द वर्ल्ड कप सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट वो शाहीन अफरीदी पे वैसे ही बोल्ड होने वाला है, तो तू मत खेल भाई, तू लॉयर बन या कुछ भी कर, बट इट्स अ इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग, राइट, यू नीड
Yeah,
पीपल
yeah.
हु प्रेशर, सो
I think for that reason, even IPL is important for someone like him because if
एग्जैक्टली।
he can consistently, like from start to finish, maintain a certain strike rate, it
If
doesn't
he is
matter.
able to decouple batting from the result of it, he is one of the
हाँ,
best players out there, right?
exactly.
But
If
yeah,
it's like, क्या बोलते हैं, if
easier
he's,
said than done, obviously, but
even if he gets out early in a few matches, that's fine. If he gets out trying to up the ante, because his power play strike rate was 110 last season. For someone who scores 600 runs a season, that's awful. So something like that. But yeah, we'll get back to it, obviously.
I think even in such scenarios, right, we should start judging players on strike rates. When अगर 600 रन बनाए 110 के स्ट्राइक रेट पे, या 110 नहीं होगा, 130 के आसपास होगा वो, But then it's not impactful.
Yeah,
I
I
would,
think it's context for certain innings,
yeah.
certain pitches
Maybe
as well.
maybe अगर टूट गया, there's a collapse or something, then you play that is fine.
Exactly.
Opener, you
I
can't do
think
that.
they scored some 210 against KKR or something, and De Kock had 100 or something like that. And this guy was on 55 of
I
45 or
remember that.
something like that. And I was
End में
going,
it hit a little, but still he
end
was
में it
below
covered
par.
up, but like if it's that kind of pitch, then you don't know how much is enough. So you
And you
just
are
have to
number one batsman, right? नीचे और
exactly. You
पांच
have
लोग बैठे जो तेरा काम करने के लिए बैठे हैं, तो तू मार ना,
exactly.
सोच
So
नहीं आते.
So yeah, I really hope that he does because the game is there. I think he has more all-round game than probably some of our top batters in Rohit
I
and
agree.
Virat as well.
I'd
So
consider equal like Rohit going in full flow is Rahul के पास वही potential
I
है.
think Rahul is probably even better because of the things that he can do behind the pitch as well.
Even Rohit
So
could in last few years he used to do that.
exactly.
All that. So
So yeah,
yeah,
hopefully he gets that. I'm really interested to see our bowling attack now, especially now that they know that Bumrah probably might not be ready. So there's more pressure on probably like a
बुमराह
Siraj or a Shami. Huh?
एज कितना है बुमराह का?
He's 28 or something like 26. He has time, but like if you're preparing for a World Cup, you don't want to go in thinking, oh, if
He was
he's
our
not ready.
captain in the fifth test. Do you remember?
Yeah.
उसके बाद खेला ही नहीं.
That's what Rahul was the captain in the Bangladesh tests. So I was just going through our World Test Championship cycle for uh, the finals that we reached. 4 tests in England, Kohli captain when we were 2-0, 2-1 up. Then Bumrah for the fifth test. We went to South Africa, Rahul captained in one and Kohli captained in two. Then Sri Lanka, Rohit captained in two. Then again for Bangladesh, KL Rahul captained. And then again now in BGT, Rohit captain. So like it's been very क्या बोलते हैं iffy in terms of our
Yeah,
like
it's not. And even if you think one thing, every time when कोई भी जैसे धोनी था, तो you knew Kohli is there to take up. You knew कि players है, crop of players है जो अगले 10 साल Indian cricket will be fine, even in Test cricket. I don't see it in today's world.
in tests I think I thought that Pant was the ideal क्या बोलते हैं next captain but this we don't know how much this accident will set him back for. So yeah, it's still the best thing then probably that comes out of all this is probably Pujara, Virat, Jadeja, Ashwin, the core. They still might carry on for another year and a half at least,
One
which
more
gives us
cycle, they
time
will
to
go in for one
yeah.
more cycle.
So at least that gives us enough time to like groom our next leader from where probably Gill is someone, probably even Shreyas Iyer has that experience as well. Probably if some senior player drops off from the team, then the replacement, someone like that. So I think that this set carrying on for another year and a half works for us in that regard as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we went slightly off topic, but हम ही वापस देखेंगे तो कोई बात नहीं. Thank you for joining us. See you next
Welcome.
time.